Peace and blessings. How y'all doing? First and foremost, I want to say shouts out to everyone who started getting the likes up right away. Peace and blessings to y'all. You doing good? Hey, 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 hey. Hey, peace, peace. Hi, Big Brandy. You know what? To be honest with you, you know how you put something up and you're like, I want to talk about this, and then um, you get some clarity about some other stuff that you're dealing with, and then you're like, damn, I don't want to do it now. That's why I pushed it back. 'Cause I didn't even want to do it at the time. And then I started almost canceled this live out because I don't know about y'all, but have you guys been feeling the effects of this lunar eclipse that just took place? Because I have been emotional. I have been extremely emotional today. I went to the ocean, got some clarity, and just a lot of stuff just hit me all at once. Stuff that I didn't deal with after my mom passed. That stuff came back around. And I'm actually on vacation, so let that sink in. But the stuff came back around that I hadn't dealt with from the time period of my mom passing. Some people, some instances, some places and things. And then on top of that, I just feel like I've been taking like blow after blow, you know what I'm saying, over the past couple of weeks. And then everything just kind of came crashing down on me at once. And I'm like, you know what? I'm over it. So I'm dealing with some things right now. But I wanted to come on live. Yeah, I was releasing. I don't know how to do it, Sherelle. You got to show me how to do that. You're going through a major transformation, this eclipse, and then it easy. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. It's a very emotional time period for me because I was actually shown where I actually dropped the ball on myself. For the sake of just drop the ball on myself on what I know to be true for myself. Um, and so I do want to get this message out to any of you guys. I just want you to remember this one thing, regardless of what somebody says to you. I want you to remember who you are. I want you to remember your own talents. I want you to remember your own gifts. I want you to remember your own contributions to the world. I'm talking to the healers. Remember your own contributions to the world. Remember what you've done to help people get to the next level. Remember that you was a light and you have been a light into a lot of people's lives. Even when others don't see that within you, or they act like they don't see that within you, just remember who you are and what you bring to the table. Okay? Just remember that. Sometimes you have to make a conscious decision. Not sometimes. You should always make a conscious decision to choose yourself first and never make the mistake of dropping the ball on yourself. Because the worst thing a person could do is portray themselves. Because when you portray yourself, other people outside of you will portray you. That's how this works. Whatever you're suffering from and whatever you got going on in here, it's going to reflect outwardly to you from the outside. It's going to kick back into you. And it's going to show you some things about yourself that you didn't think or realize. Okay? So before you portray yourself, honor yourself. It don't matter what anybody outside of you has to say. Honor yourself first. And if they don't get it, they don't get it. And be okay with that and be comfortable with that. But please do not portray yourself for the sake of pleasing others. Okay? Yeah, it is deep. Some shit hit me. Whew, when I tell you I got some conversations going on from the ancestors today, honey. My mama been with me all day today. All day. You know what I'm saying? all day. She's been with me. She's been working on my heart space. So I've been doing a lot of releasing. And some shit just hit me. Like I just like. Do you guys ever? Sometimes we as individuals and women, I'm talking directly to you on this. Sometimes we as women, we take some blows emotionally from people that we care and we love about, whether it be family members, boyfriend, husband, a business partner, what have you. You'll take blows, and you never take the time out to sit and think about it and sit with what happened. You just go on to the next, 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 neglecting yourself in the process. Then all of a sudden, you get smacked with reality. And it's Mercury retrograde, I think it's right around the corner here. And then I got a call from someone I haven't talked to in 4 years, which also blew my wig back. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talked to this person in 4 years. That shit blew my wig back because there was betrayal in that friendship. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of blew my wig back. I said, okay, Mercury must be around the corner. And I checked, and sure enough, Mercury's around the corner. So Mercury retrograde might be bringing in some people from your past that you may have some unfinished business with that you're going to have to clear up. Okay? Appreciate you guys for getting the likes up. I would appreciate it. I would appreciate it. Someone asked me, have I heard from Jaguar? I do not know Jaguar to hear from her. So no, I have not. Thank you, Samira. I appreciate you. Whew, child, I went to the beach today and I took a shower and I still got some of the sand on me. Damn. Anyway, when I went to the beach today, I'm going to tell you something. That clarity was so smacked the crap out of me, man. When I tell y'all that clarity came so strong and so forcefully strong. Whew. I got some shit I got to handle. So much going on right now. Shit and good crazy. Yeah, everybody's getting affected. Everybody's getting affected. Nobody's exempt from being affected. Shit, I'm getting my ass kicked. How about that? How about I keep it 100 with y'all? How about I keep it 100, y'all? I'm getting my butt whipped right now. Yes, I'm getting my butt whipped. And so now I'm going to have to clean up a few things because of things that I allowed to happen that will never happen again. Okay? The water definitely is relaxing me, and I'm on vacation, so I'm relaxed. I spent some time at the beach today. No, Miami. That's how I started this whole thing off, just being 100 with y'all. All right. Now, the reason why I brought up Diddy, and I also heard, I cannot corroborate to confirm if this is true or not. I do not know. I had heard another psychic that I know had told me that Jay-Z got arrested as well out in LA. Now, I didn't see any video footage of it. I didn't see any credible news outlets reporting on that. But she said she told me she's a very powerful psychic. She has the ability to see into some very powerful sister. She has the ability to really see into some things. She had talked about the bridges collapsing a couple years ago, but it's starting to happen now. So the subject of today, and I should have put this in the header, we're going to talk about these bridges collapsing and what that really represents. Diddy, and now what you're seeing now is the fall of the music industry and all the powerful men that's tied to it, and why they're going after, the real reason why they're going after him, but more importantly, what is the bigger picture cosmically and spiritually that the collective needs to know. So I want you guys to understand this is way bigger than you actually seeing the mundane shit that you see about Diddy. It's way bigger than that. And there's some things I'm going to say to y'all that I'm going to need you guys to remember. So don't get caught up in the celebrities. Take your mind out of the mundane and expand your consciousness some and understand that these are signs of the times. That's what they are. Markers, if you will. Signs of the times. Thank you for the downloads and trying to wake up and help people. I do see you, Isis. Truly divine. Thank you, Lazaro. That really means a lot to me. Thank you. All right. So let's start with the bridges. Now, unbeknownst to a lot of y'all, I am originally from Baltimore, Maryland. I'm an East Coast girl. There's a lot of folks in the DMV that do follow me that know this about me. And I spent a lot of time in the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. That's my old stomping grounds right there. You know what I'm saying? Heavy. And I used to go across the bridge, the Francis Scott Key Bridge. I used to travel that bridge. I traveled that bridge all my life because my grandmother, she lived in Dundalk, Maryland. And the quickest and easiest way to get to Dundalk is that you had to drive over the Francis Scott Key Bridge to get to her. Otherwise, you would drive through the Beltway and take the long way around through Baltimore City to get to where you got to go, and nobody wanted to do that. So when the bridge collapsed, I got a lot of hits from people back home. You know what I'm saying? I reached out to some friends back home, and they said, man, we thought about you when we saw that thing collapse. And I said, that shit is crazy. Because I used to be terrified to go over that bridge, okay? Terrified to go over that bridge. Terrified, okay? And so when I saw that, I really went into a state of shock. Because I always felt like one of these days something's going to happen to this damn bridge. And so when I saw that, I just didn't see that. That was so shocking because I just didn't see it. Now, let me explain something to you about this particular port. This port is the largest port of the United States of America. Okay? It is the main port for the United States of America. That's how big it is. So when these cargo ships come in, and I want you to be clear about the size of these cargo ships. I saw some of the comments about what they felt the person should have did and this, that, and the third, and blah, 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 blah. First of all, this thing was orchestrated. Let's start there. This thing was orchestrated. And it's nefarious as hell. But what do you expect, right? But I saw people making comments about, you know, when the power went out, the guy should have did this, this, and this. And I'm like, okay, do you not know the size of this cargo ship? And do you not know how many tons of shit is on a cargo ship? And do you understand that cargo is like stories high of goods? Stories high. So I want you to be clear. It's stories high full of cargo. The ships are humongous. Do you guys have any idea? If you guys have never been on the Francis Scott Key Bridge, just so you're clear about how high the bridge is, and I'm looking at this cargo ship, and I'm seeing this cargo ship hit the bridge. Bro, the cargo ship hit the bridge. Now, if you saw the size of this bridge and how massive it was, like in real life, and how high it was, and you're looking at this cargo ship hitting the damn bridge, that should pretty much give you a pretty good idea how massive those cargo ships are. So when I heard people saying, oh, I would have put it in reverse, I said, well, if the power's out, you're not putting the shit in reverse. And when the powers come back on, you got to figure the ship is moving, power goes out, it's still moving. That's like saying I'm going to pump the brakes real quick when I'm driving a Mack truck, and the Mack truck got goods and services on the damn truck. Y'all know it takes room for that truck to come to a complete stop. You're not just going to come to a complete stop, and you're not going to be able to reverse some shit either. Not in that way, not on no rig. So how the hell you going to do that with a damn massive cargo ship with the power going out? And so I saw people making comments about that, like, well, why didn't he put it in reverse? I'm like, well, the power went out. It's still going to continue to keep floating in water. This is not something that's on land. It's in water. So as it continues to go, and they're still going, and then the lights cut back on, and then the lights go back out again, and then you can see that he hit the damn bridge. However, when I saw some closer looks upon this thing, it also looked like that there were some explosions in three different sections of the bridge. Now, that could be because of the impact of where it hit the bridge at and how things were going off. It could be that. But let me tell you what I picked up on it psychically. It was definitely orchestrated. This wasn't something that was, and I knew it was orchestrated. This wasn't something that was quote unquote an accident, but you know how they make things look. Now, I didn't get a chance to research this for myself, but I had also heard another bridge collapsed in Ohio. I did not research this, so I'm just telling you this is what I heard. I hadn't had a chance to check it or look it up or anything like that. Because like I told you, today has been an emotional day. Okay? So if this is true about the Ohio Bridge, and that bridge has also collapsed, well, then you guys better start paying close attention to the Golden Gate Bridge out in California. And I mean pay close attention. Because it appears that they are shutting down the supply chains into America. What does this mean for America? Well, several things. First of all, with it hitting Maryland, which is a main point or a main artery, I can tell you right now that if you didn't stock up on supplies, I suggest you do so. That's the first thing I want to say. Possibly rent's going to go up. High inflation, more prices going up. Because there's going to be things that's in demand that they're not going to have enough supply for because of what happened in the port. So you got to figure there's a lot of ships coming in from all over the world coming into this port to deliver services and goods. So if you cut off a main artery like that, that's going to be problematic. Okay? So that orchestrated situation with the bridge is definitely going to cause some major issues inside the country. You guys need to be aware of that. When I saw the Francis Scott Key Bridge fall, let me tell you the way I was seeing it. So I'm going to shift to a different perspective. Many of you probably do not know, but Francis Scott Key also wrote the Star Spangled Banner, the national anthem for the United States of America. Okay? And if any of you guys took the time out to listen to that song, you can see that Francis Scott Key himself was clearly a racist. So when I saw that orchestrated ship hit that bridge and saw that bridge collapse, it also represented that what America used to stand for has also collapsed. It also represents the corporation collapsing, so it is symbolic. That means America as you knew it has collapsed. So they're telling you in such a way through real-time events, because they have to tell you through these events or through movies or whatever it is that you're watching, but they have to tell you. So for those of you who are still holding on to that old paradigm, you're not going to be able to do that much longer because every man for himself out here. So if you're not capable of being self-sufficient for yourself, you are going to have a very hard time. Okay? So I watched a clip of the mayor of Baltimore, and they were asking him, you know, what is the priority? Like, what's going to happen? Are you going to, can we talk about the bridge? Do you think it'll be rebuilt anytime soon? And he shut it down and was like, first of all, we got people that are in the water that we're still looking for. So we can't even talk about what you're talking about because I'm too focused on that. Okay? But that is symbolic. So I need you guys to really come to an understanding as these signs are plainly in sight and showing you what's going on. The United States is collapsing. Get prepared in your mindset.